Okay, folks, we're going to talk about Tindering while trans. Um, and this is specific to Tinder because that's the app I've been using the most lately. Um, so I don't know if you've noticed this, but in the last 2-3 months or so, you can now use Tinder just by having a phone number and not linking it to your Facebook. Um, and so that's enabled me to have two accounts, which I don't think is what it's intended for, and I feel like a lot of people probably use it for different reasons. But um, with the Facebook account, I've never had much. I've never had results really. The people I match with never pan out or want the same thing as me. So, and I mean, I'm not saying that's not working, but like, I haven't ever met people that I've wanted to date while using Tinder that's linked to my Facebook. That's because I'm listed as a male, and my name is Eric, and I'm a straight male, so I'm being paired with straight women, um, and or gay men, but I don't really date gay men or men. I tend to just hook up with them, not date. But that could change, I guess. But either way, the one link to my Facebook never got much traffic. And I know that now because the one I made with my phone number lists me as a female. And I put the name E, and whenever I interact with people, which is a lot, I say you can call me E or M. And then once we like meet in person, like I'm like, my legal name's Eric. There's no way you're not going to find that out. So, yeah, but I prefer to be called E or M. And M I connect with because it's kind of related to my birth name, but also my initials have always been EMK, and so M has always been with me, and it's something that can be masculine or feminine, but it's also just kind of non-binary in that kind of sense. But I've been matching and talking with people on that, and both profiles kind of say the same thing, like non-binary, queer, they, them pronouns, I like this, that, and the other thing, and I recently removed, I think I had like looking to make friends or more than that or whatever, and I removed that because I've had now not several, but a couple miscommunications where I have been interested in more and they have not. And so, or not even more right there, but like more down the line. And I've just had doors slammed in my face. So, not literally, but like figurative doors. Closet doors. Transphobic closet doors. And so, trying to figure that out. Yeah. Because I've been wanting to date more. And I've had like a 200% increase in the last month. As in, I've gone on 2 dates after not having gone on dates for like a year. And before that, I had only ever been on like 1 or 2. So, we're doing real good. But it's hard. And I am still in therapy, and I go to therapy every week, and we work on different things, but I'm so all over the place that it's hard to stick to one through line of like problems. And I think the one I forget about a lot is that I'm scared almost all the time. And I have read this book recently called Big Magic by the person who wrote Eat, Pray, Love. I don't remember her name, Sarah something. And it's like living without fear or living with fear through creative living, something like that. It's a really good book, surprisingly enough. And that is like the first self-helpish book that I've read that isn't like you have to eliminate all your fears or like face them and get over them. It's like, no, I'm gonna have fear for the rest of my life for one reason or another. So she talks about how you just have to address it and push through anyway and do the things that scare you anyway, even if you're scared. And that's pretty much my entire life, and it's exhausting. But I listened to that like before my second Tinder date or something, and it like changed a lot of things for me, so that was good. But yeah, then I've read a lot of Brene Brown, which is about vulnerability and like fake vulnerability, and I find that dating while trans, you end up producing a lot of fake vulnerability. That's not the right words, but like it's not actual vulnerability because you have to kind of rip yourself open to like share your identity if you want people to know who you are, like right away. And then that produces a sense of like, I trust you with my biggest, deepest, darkest secrets. Like, no, it's not my secret. I'm trans, and this was my experience. But I'm not telling you, like, yeah, I'm not telling you my deepest, darkest secret, but it sounds like it, so then people often reciprocate with their deepest, darkest secrets, and that's a lot to handle on a first date. So, but it's weird to ignore it. It's, yeah, this is why I want to go to grad school, to study this stuff. But I could also just write about it now. Speaking of grad school, I got rejected from my first grad school. First grad school rejection, check. It was a PhD program that I wasn't going to get into, but I still wanted to get into it, because obviously you want it if you're applying for it. But that was yesterday. Yesterday was a black hole of nothingness, where I just kind of sat there and did nothing, and was like, well, that sucks. But I'll try for some master's degrees, and I still haven't heard back from the other PhD that I applied to. But it doesn't mean it's over, it just means you can't get it this time around. Yeah. What else? Yeah, I don't know. I've done a lot of research on this kind of thing, and I know that it would work. It has worked, could possibly work better, more efficiently, if I just stuck with my, like, I'm a guy's dude named Eric who does dude things and is aggressive, on Tinder, but that's not why I'm there. I don't know. I don't know this, because actually I've tried it and it hasn't worked, but I also haven't been as aggressive as I could be. And by aggressive, I mean, like, dominant, not, like, actually aggressive. This video is really long. I'm getting self-conscious about it. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure all that out. And it's not going super great, but nothing ever really does. So it's just about continuing forward, I guess. That's what I've come to. Today is 1 month since my guinea pig died, and I'm real sad about that still. And I really want another pet, but I'm not financially stable enough to provide for one. So I might just move back in with my parents. But I don't want to do that. So we look for another job. But then if I have a 9 to 5, I can't have a pet because I don't have time for it. So we're just kind of stuck. but I also overthink literally everything. And people on Tinder ask you questions like, "What do you do for fun?" And I'm like, "What's fun?" Or what makes you happy? And I'm like, what kind of question is that? Can't you just ask me like what I like on my pizza? That's a question with a real answer. Because I don't do much. I'm real low maintenance. Just give me a pizza and something to watch on Netflix, and maybe someone to like sit near me, and I'm totally happy. Or content. Happiness is kind of a stretch these days, but that's just because I'm a pessimist. Yep. I don't know.